Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show, and today we are back with another episode, and we'll be talking about the Knicks winning six straight games today. They had an afternoon game today at 1 o'clock. It took years for the game to finish. It was a 3-hour game. It went to overtime, but the Knicks, man, they pulled it out once again, just like the Grizzlies game, the first game that they won in this six-game win streak. And just really fascinating stuff from these Knicks. You guys know, or you may not know, I am a Knicks fan. So it feels good. Since I've really been watching the Knicks, we've really just been bad. All the memories. I have slight memories of the mellow years, but when I was really, really into the Knicks, we've always been bad. So it's nice to have a good team for once. Um, the only other fan base I feel bad for worse than Knicks fans is Kings fans. So hopefully they make the playoffs soon. But yeah, let's talk about the game first. I didn't watch the whole game. I watched most of it. I couldn't watch all of it, but the Knicks. It seemed like we're down a bit early. They were down by 5 after the first quarter, but in the second they took over, went on a huge run, and was up 13 at the half. Julius Randle had 0 points in the first and had 18, I believe, in the second, 16. I think he tied how much points the Pelicans had in the second, which is wild. However, in Nick fashion, a quarter later at the end of the third, led by Zion, the Pelicans cut the whole lead, and it was a tie game at the end of the third. It was close throughout the fourth. Zion, Randle, really, it was both of them kind of just going back and forth, a few plays from other people. And then you're coming down in the fourth quarter. Close game, and down by 3, the Knicks with the ball with 7 seconds left. Rose drives in, has a wide open layup. For some reason, Lonzo is guarding Bullock. Bullock's in the left corner. Rose is driving down the middle, and he has a wide open layup. For some reason, you'll see Lonzo reacts quickly by sliding over a bit to Rose, leaving just the perfect amount of space for Reggie Bullock, who is just sitting in that corner, who has a very quick release to pull the trigger, nail the three with 2 seconds left. Pelicans had a shot, went to Bledsoe for some reason, and he got blocked by Derrick Rose to send it to OT, and the Knicks just took over, man, in overtime. Randall with a clutch 3, up 5 with like 2 minutes left. It was a buzzer beater, as in like the shot clock was expiring. Nerlens Noel with a crazy block. Rose with several plays. Again, the one that he passed out to Bullock. He made a lot of shots in OT. Shout out to Quickly for being clutch with his free throws. Shout out to Randall, 5 steals on his fourth 30-point game in a row. Just absolutely fascinating what this man's doing. And yeah, Bullock and RJ both fouled out. RJ in the fourth, Bullock in OT. And yeah, the refs. Let's look at the foul. I actually never looked at how many fouls per each team, but I know it's bad. The Knicks had 26, Pelicans had 16. Yeah, the Knicks fans, if you guys watched the game, you probably heard them chanting some not so good ref chants, saying "ref, you suck" and stuff like that, which they honestly deserve because there were some bad calls, but it was bad both ways. So I'm not gonna say that it was refs. It was refs Pelicans versus Knicks. Zion Williamson, just an absolute stud. When this guy, when you saw with Giannis how he keeps getting better, and the reason why is because the Bucks figured out to maximize Giannis's potential, you put spacing around him because, you saw what the Bucks did 2 years ago when Giannis won his first MVP. They had 5 people around the arc. You have Giannis driving in. If Giannis can't dunk over someone, which he does, or finish at the rim, which he does basically every time, he has people to pass out to. And yeah, I mean, having a center that could shoot. Look what happened when Brook Lopez, his first year on the Bucks was amazing when he was hitting threes out of this world. People were calling him Splash Mountain. Giannis, he had that free paint to himself. No one was there. And one-on-one situation, because you have Brook Lopez in the corner wide open, you can't leave him open. And so you have a one-on-one situation with Giannis, and no one can guard Giannis, not one-on-one, especially if this guy's just putting his head down and going. And it's the same thing with Zion. And so, I think the Pelicans should look to move Steven Adams because Steven Adams is a fine center, average. But he clogs up the paint, and that's where Zion loves to go, and that's where Zion is the most efficient. So, it'll be interesting. Also, they need more shooters. But I know they're going to focus on that in free agency. Zion still 34 points, 13 for 23 from 3. Really has to figure out that 3 ball. Both him and Giannis. It's funny because, him, Giannis, and Ben, they're so dominant in the paint. And when, Giannis is getting there with his shot, but when, one of them breaks that wall and could hit threes constantly. I don't know who's it going to be. It could be none of them. It could be all three of them in the future. But it's going to be scary if one of them out of the three of those guys who could just go in the paint and dominate gets that shot. Ingram had a really rough night, 6 for 18. He had 19, but 6 for 18, and really just missed shot after shot in the clutch. Steven Adams, like I said, 10-14, it's great, but it'd be a lot better if he was not there. Bledsoe went ham on the Knicks today. Hasn't had literally one good game this whole season, of course. 22, 8 for 20, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And yeah, the Pelicans are missing Josh Hart and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but the Knicks are missing Burks and Mitchell Robinson. But yeah, the Pelicans bench did not perform, and the Knicks bench really didn't perform. Quickly didn't have that great of a game, but hit really clutch free throws. Like I said, Derrick Rose, like I said, amazing, 23 points, 9 for 17. Randall, 33, 10, 5, and 5 steals. Bullock, 15 with 2 clutch threes, one of them, like I said, to send it to overtime, and then one of them with a few minutes left in the OT before he fouled out. Barrett was solid. Kind of got cold at the end of the game before he fouled out, but still 18, 7 for 15 shooting, 2 for 4 from 3. And yeah, Nerlens Noel, block of the game, 12 and 8, multiple blocks. And yeah, I mean, that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The Knicks, man, they're on a roll. Could they win a playoff game? I mean, not a playoff game, a playoff series. It seems like every day we're getting closer and closer to playoffs. It seems like that's more realistic, which, as for a Knicks fan like me, I'm ecstatic. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye.